acting itself is a skill. Not everyone can do it.
Actually,
And I call myself an actor, and I'm just acting a couple of skits on YouTube. But would anyone pick me over like a Datola Jones? Would anyone pick me over like a Bami Bestowed? Obviously not. Do you understand? So that's the difference. Everyone is acting. A lot of people are acting, but they are fantastic, like phenomenal actors. Bami is underrated as an actor.
really?
Bami Bestowed is underrated as an actor. Trust me, if she had started this maybe years before she started, maybe before she went on Big Brother, tough competition for other actors. When you think that you're just helping only the producers or the owner of the film, you're wrong. You're actually also helping yourself. There might be another producer out there wondering if you can play the character of, let's say, a thug. And you recently played the character of a thug in someone else's film, but you're like, I'm not going to repost it because they're not going to use me for promo here. But the producer doesn't know, and they keep moving on. But the person stumbles on your page and then sees it, and like, oh, so this person can play thug. I have a project for him. Or might know someone that knows someone. So I really don't get why actors don't want to promote a film that they are on. We're not saying you should open like a podcast. I'm like, good morning everyone, have you seen XYZ? But just repost, put it on your story. Hype yourself, it's your work also.
Yes.
You know.
If a producer makes a movie today, let's stay on YouTube aspect. If a producer is producing a movie right now, the budget is always like, they always have sponsors. They have collaborations to other people that want to invest and all that. So at the end of the day, when they bring people together to perform or to act and all that, the money they generate from it, aside from when they have the money to set up the production, the money they generate from the income, whether cinema, whether Netflix and all that, they make lots of money at the end of the day. The money that you're making, okay, you do a movie for someone now, you go to another set, probably you get, let's even use like 500,000, like you're being paid 500,000 here. You may not get the next job like immediately after that job. One job, they have a lot of money.
Hello everybody, welcome to another interesting episode of Bear the Truth podcast. And you know how we do it here. We always bear the truth. Like, nobody's permitted to lie here. We tell the truth all the time. And you see your girl Umbate. So today with me, I have amazing people. People. Emphasis on the people. When you see these people, when you hear them talk, when you've seen what they've achieved in a short period of time, you're gonna know I'm with like two big people. I have with me a producer and an actor. The producer here is the beautiful Susan. Susan, my twinnie. So guys, meet Susan, my twinnie, and Femi Adekanye. Big Z.
It's always a pleasure being here.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for being here with me for us to have this conversation. And just that was quite short notice, and you people made it here.
Thank you for having
Thank
us.
you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Anything
Hope it wasn't
for
stressful
Mondio.
getting here.
Anything for my twin sister.
Anything for Mundio.
Not for me. so I'm not part of the people who should be doing it for Femi. Can you imagine? I'll just say thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. So how has it been trying to cope? How has it been trying to balance life with work and everything? Because I know life of an actor and a producer is not a joke. How's it been trying to balance life lately?
I think the actors are the ones enjoying now.
How
They're
no?
all living life.
How please?
They're the celebrities. Yes,
So
now.
it's more like star and the star maker.
Ever seen a celebrity producer? Nope.
Let me tell
But
you,
the celebrity actor, yes.
I would rather
Really?
be the producer as well, because people behind the camera, those are the people that make the money.
How?
Not
Thank
us.
you.
We are just like the ceremonial head. I'm telling you
Make
for
the
a
money,
fact.
Do you agree to that, Susan? That people behind the cameras are the ones, raking in the money more?
I
than
remember,
actors?
bear the truth. remember.
No, we are actually burying the truth. We are
Please
burying the truth.
hire me. I'm not making the money. Don't let them lie to you.
But why do you have to press on? I remember I bury the truth.
It's the truth. Let's be sincere with ourselves. I just feel that behind the cameras, the producers, the crew members, especially the producer,
They're the ones making
yeah,
money.
they make more money than we the
Really?
actors. We are
So
just
is that why actors feel some kind of way trying to like repost their own work? Because a few people behind the camera have already made the money. They're like, oh, after making the money you want to make, you still want me to stress on top of this more money you are giving me.
Well, I do not know about any other actor, but for me, I feel it's just a normal thing to do. If someone like her features me in a movie, it's only normal for me to also help her promote it because I'm playing the major character. I don't know about another person might have
play the major character.
As long as I'm in the movie, one week it might just be once or twice. I will still support by posting. It's just normal thing to
hold
do.
you by your words.
Yeah.
So you're still going to support by reposting as long as you are in that movie.
Yes, because you're aside from you promoting for her, you're also selling yourself out there. The more movie you've shot, the more you keep pushing your face out there for people to see. So as you're promoting our own business, you're also promoting your own face and your own brand.
But most times, am I lying, Susan?
No, I like that you said that because we've had situations where actors will not want to repost a film that they've been on. They barely even repost.
Exactly.
Some will say they don't want to ruin the aesthetics of their page.
Oh,
But
my dear.
the more when you think that you're just helping only the producers or the owner of the film, you're wrong. You're actually also helping yourself. There might be another producer out there wondering if you can play the character of, let's say, a thug. And you recently played the character of a thug in someone else's film. But you're like, I'm not going to repost it because they're not going to use me for promo here. But the producer doesn't know and they keep moving on. But the person stumbles on your page and then sees it like, oh, so this person can play thug. I have a project for him. Or might know someone that knows someone. So I really don't get why actors don't want to promote a film that they are on. We're not saying you should open like a podcast. I'm like, good morning, everyone. Have you seen XYZ? We'll just repost, put it on your story. Hype yourself. It's your work also.
Yes,
You know.
exactly. But most times you see them say something like, I really don't like the way it was edited. I don't like that my face did not show like that. I don't like that. They just look for something to say to justify why they are not reposting.
I understand all
and
those
all
things.
of that. And most times, I don't know if you've encountered that. Probably you must have discussed with them as a producer. Okay, so see, when this movie comes out, just repost. Just help us repost.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, they fall back and they don't want to do that. And you've had, I'm sure, probably you must have had 1 or 2 encounters or something.
Well, thankfully, for the people I produce for, an actor reposting or not reposting would not thwart the success of the film.
Okay.
People will still watch it regardless.
Definitely.
So if you choose to repost, if you don't want to, it's up to you. But I just feel like it's not a good attitude to not at least share, post, put on your story or something of a work that you've been in. Like, what are you... And it's not about you. You're a character in the story. So you can't say, I don't like how they portrayed me. Are you serious? They're portraying a character, not you as a person. Or you're like, I don't think my makeup looks good. Don't think about that one. You on a regular can get the best makeup. That's a film. That's a character. Get over it, you know. So
now, is it true that producers make far more money than the actors?
I believe the
and
fifth.
actually, because I think it works this way. I'm the source, and then I have people. So you are eating from different sources. So at the end of the day, don't you think you accumulate more than the person that just have one source that is not going to take from other places?
yes, tell us.
If a producer makes a movie today,
Okay.
let's stay on YouTube aspect. If a producer is producing a movie right now, the budget is always like they always have sponsors, they have collaborations too with other people that want to invest and all that. So at the end of the day, when they bring people together to perform or to act and all that, the money they generate from it, aside from when they have the money to set up the production, the money they generate from the income, whether cinema, whether Netflix and all that, they make lots of money at the end of the day. The money that you're making, Okay, you do a movie for someone now. You go to another set. Probably you get, let's even use like 500,000. Like you're being paid 500,000 here. You may not get the next job like immediately after that job. One job, they have a lot of money.
You're talking about the success stories. What about
Yes.
when they lose, when they don't make money out of it?
And
Let's talk about
sometimes-
YouTube too. Let's use YouTube space now,
Mhm.
for example. Sometimes they don't even get the views. They don't get to make money, as much money they must have spent in that particular production. So how do you justify that?
Because see,
But you are always on the go making money. What do you think,
see your
Susan?
definition of on the go, I still don't get it, because it's not every time you see an actor that is from one set to the other, from one set. There are times when they have breaks. There are times when the job doesn't really come like that.
But whenever you go on on any set, you have to be paid, right?
Yes. And sometimes it's not how people see it. So, people have this mentality that actors, they pay them huge money. Especially if you're not an A-list actor, if you're just an upcoming or you're just trying to climb the ladder. But it's not, it's just tiny, just little amount of money that is being paid. But regardless, most actors, they are being driven by passion. And for someone like me, right, I keep telling people, it's not about the money for me, it's how passionate I am for the job. I can do a job for free. I've done it before. And I will still do it. It is the passion that drives me, not the money.
And probably the relationship. So what kind
Exactly.
of relationship do you have with do you how will I say it, the actor producer's relationship, to make you want to do something for free for this producer? Let's say Susan calls you, oh Femi, where are you? Come and do this production for me. So at what point do you feel, okay, I think I can go ahead to do this, or not? So what really propels that?
It is very important that as an actor or anybody in general, you should have a good interpersonal relationship with people, your director, your producer, even your co-cast members, because it's key. By the time you have those kind of relationships, right, you're building friendship, you're building collaborations, which at the end of the day, if it's time for you to shoot your own movie, which it's always possible that you would produce your own movie one day. If it's time for you to do that, it's easy to now get manpower easily. The way some other people will charge will not be the way they will charge you.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that networking, the relationship part aspect and all that. So Susan, what do you think about actors being loyal?
Okay, is it loyal in the sense of coming to your set, or
Like coming
only working for you and not working for other people?
not necessarily working for you and not working for other people.
Oh.
No, the person can work for other people. But that loyalty of like, okay, this person is loyal to me to some extent because I can call this person and the person responds. Unlike me, no, I mean that relationship you might have with this person and not have with this other person. and all of
Okay,
that.
more like dedication. Yeah, we definitely have actors that are very dedicated in general. But we know that when it comes to, calling them, they will always show up. But I feel like regardless, if actors already have their schedule booked with other film, like other producers, it works for them to make sure they honor what they've already been booked for, and not cancel one to go to another because of loyalty, because that's detrimental to their career.
Yes.
But do we have actors that, we call today, even if they are busy or maybe it's their rest time, they'll be like, you know what, I'll give up my rest time for you. Yes, we do. Do you understand? And it's a two-way street too. You must have given them value for them to be able to give you value.
Okay,
Yes.
so that works. So that's let's say it's a tit for tat kind of thing. But sometimes there are people. Let's say, is it your favorite? Do you like have like favorites that most times you have to like feature most often or something?
Nope. We don't have favorite actors.
Yeah,
We don't. Everyone is equally loved.
For real?
Yes.
But you go to a particular production company, you see that, okay, this person is featuring more. I think producers or the directors probably is maybe not favorite. Maybe this is someone that is more loyal to the cause or something.
It's just based on availability.
Are you sure it's
Yes, the
availability?
YouTube space, it will surprise you that a lot of actors are like booked. We only have a few that are fantastic actors, like for real fantastic actors. And if you check their schedule, they're really booked. That's it. Then the ones when you now need other actors, they're not available. So you have to work with the ones that you've managed to schedule a couple of dates with them.
So what you do is you book ahead of time, so
Yes.
you wouldn't probably have space for other producers. Is that like what you do for such actors?
No, well, yes, you need to show interest. If you know you have a job in March, you need to quickly reach out to the actor. Are you available from this date to that date? Make sure you lock those dates down. Otherwise, another producer comes to ask them, they're going to give that date out. And we don't have, they are good actors, but there are just a few fantastic actors.
So what do you mean by good and fantastic? What makes
You will
someone
know now.
fantastic?
You
No,
know,
please
the
explain.
skill is different.
The what?
The skill.
The skill is different. The work, the quality of work is different.
Is it the way they execute?
The acting itself is a skill.
Okay.
Not everyone can do it.
Actually.
I can call myself an actor and I'm just acting a couple of skits on YouTube. But would anyone pick me over like a Detola Jones? Would anyone pick me over like a Bami Bestowed? Obviously not. Do you understand?
Okay.
So that's the difference. Everyone is acting. A lot of people are acting, but they are fantastic, like phenomenal actors.
Yeah, speaking of Bami Besto, like I was just surprised with the whole transitioning. She's really doing well. Like moving from Big Brother out,
See,
now she's out
Bami
there.
Bami is underrated as an actor.
Really?
Bami Bestowed is underrated as an actor. Trust me, if she had started this maybe
Or is she your
years
favorite?
before she started, maybe before she went on the Big Brother, tough competition for other actors.
Wow.
We don't have favorites. I don't have favorites. I
Yeah,
love
I was
all the
going-
actors I've
I
worked
was
with
going to say, speak for
equally.
yourself,
Like I
actually.
love them 100%. They're all. It's like trying to pick a color you like most in a rainbow. Trying to say, oh, a rainbow is a rainbow. It has different colors. You can't pick one. The whole colors together makes a rainbow. So that's how it is. I can't pick any one of them apart. But she's an underrated actor. She's really good.
So there are several other upcomings. Have you tried them out?
Like,
There are we have Femi
Like
here.
me?
We have several
Like me?
others.
I'm just
that we
meeting
can-
him. I've never ever met him. Like I said,
Actually, there are
there's
so many
there-
of them. They are coming up
exactly.
every day. Actually, like
You
there are
discover
so
them
many-
every day.
Yeah, you discover them.
But you
every
see, I
day.
took his. Did I not take your contact?
Yeah, you did.
So
Oh.
it's like that. If something comes up and I'm like, oh yeah, we need this kind of person. I know someone, you
Yeah,
know,
that's
and then
actually the power of networking.
yes.
That's really worth something.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, what are the questions? What are the things you feel producers don't really do right to actors when it comes to production, movie production? Okay. So just say
From
bear
my
the truth here.
from my experience,
Susan is
what,
here
I'm
too.
about yes,
Susan is here. Oh.
from my experience, right? Most producers are fond of saying, you know what, they'll reach out to you and tell you that we just want you for 3 days, and that's it. But from my experience, it's usually not that 3 days. Most times they will beg you for an extension. It's not their fault, probably to unforeseen circumstances, but they have a way of extending. And then some of them, when you tell them, no, it's 3 days, that's 3 days, even though they want to
They're
add
trying to be
money or
professional.
something, you tell them because if another production company has booked you, and then you're like, no, it won't work. Sometimes they make you feel like you're the bad person because they'll tell you that we are not done yet. You know, if you leave now, you want to sabotage our effort and all that. And some of them are not really understanding, forgetting the fact that you're not the only one that is producing. Because once, just like she rightly said, there are some actors that are fully booked. So they just have maybe 2 days for you and they cannot go beyond it. So producers should learn how to say your 3 days. When they say this is it, let it be that. Don't try and add one more day. And then when the actors are now going the other way around
Okay,
and telling
trying
you
to
that
be
no, there's no way,
Mm-hmm.
then don't get angry at it and feel that they are a bad person and they're trying to spoil your business.
So what is it with actors with coming late? Like, I've been on set before.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they're like, I don't know, but I think that's a Yoruba movie set. But they come late and the director, everyone like, it's normal. That's the way they do.
No,
No.
sorry
Why do
to
we
cut you.
normalize
Sorry to cut you short
bad
there.
thing.
I don't think because you said Yoruba, it's not just Yoruba. I've seen
Like they don't have been to.
yeah,
that's why
it's
I
not.
have
I'm telling you, I've
Oh no,
been
they
to both
actors
English and Yoruba.
go late to set.
Especially
all the
this
time.
so-called
Different,
the A-list actors. Most of them. It's not few of them.
Few of them, yes.
They
Because I
come
know
late.
a
They
couple
will
that are
just
very disciplined. Like if you tell them 8, they're going to show up at 8 o'clock. They're going to show up at 7:45 and inform you, I'm already on set. I'm in my car. If you need me, let me know. There are some that are like that.
Yes.
But there are some that if you say 8, just know they're coming at 9. You get.
9
I've
is
seen
not fair.
different.
If you say 8, they are coming 1.
Exactly.
I've been
okay.
on set
That's
where we're waiting and this person was still in his hotel room.
doing
And it
what?
was like, whenever he's ready, he will come.
Here's the thing though.
So I
There are
think you have to be from
different.
Yoruba
There are
aspect.
different
Not Yoruba
A-lists.
aspect.
See, there are different A-list. The A-list, the OGs, the ones that we watched as kids.
Yes.
To me, they're the most disciplined in the industry.
I agree
You
with
see
you.
these new ones, this new maybe
This
A-list, they're a different
This is
breed.
new A-list.
Yes, they're a different breed. But you see those OGs, if you give them 9,
True.
they will be there at 9.
True.
They are very disciplined. They don't throw unnecessary tantrums. They just, as long as you know what it is that, keep them comfortable, just follow that thing and they'll be fine. But the new ones sometimes are always like saying, it's African time now. Last time I came in for, I know you're ready anyway. So it doesn't matter. Your call time is your call time. I wish every actor would just respect that. Your call time is your call time.
Yes.
Whether when you get on set that know you're ready, it's a contract. You're supposed to be there in the morning and leave at a certain time. So please go there, whether you think they're ready or not. So I don't know, maybe it's a thing in the industry. Maybe over time, people became more complacent and nobody obeyed call times. But you see those OGs, anytime, any day, very disciplined people. I love them. They're always on time.
Yeah, because I noticed
Always on
that and I
time.
wasn't comfortable with it. I'm like, is that how you people behave? Why would you ask someone to come in around 9? The person is coming around 4 p.m. So what do I have to shoot with you?
That has never happened.
It has happened.
For someone like me, right? I believe in proper timing, proper planning, and again, upbringing too goes a long way.
Yes.
From the very beginning, right? My mom, she will make sure that we get to school even before the assembly starts every time that I can remember,
Yes.
and I grew up with it. Except there is an unforeseen circumstances, or probably something happened on the way or something. If they give me a call time, watch it. If they say the call time is 8 o'clock, is either I get there before 8. If I don't get there 8 on the dot, it will be just some few minutes past, and it's usually because either traffic, something would have prevented me, but I would leave home early enough to get to that place. I've gotten jobs. I've gone for an audition before, a TVC, that I was the number 1. I got there as early as 7. Call time was 8 o'clock. No, what am I saying? Call time was 9 a.m. I got there 6:40 a.m. In fact, I met them sweeping. And they were like, bros, now 9. I said, I'm here. They gave me the list. I wrote my name, 1. Do you know when it was time, right? They started that audition like around 10 a.m. When it was time, it was a white guy. It was just like, okay, who is this first person? Said, I'm the one. He said, I should stay here. Then he called 2 other guys too that came after me. He said, first three, right? He said, there's no need to audition them. Just let them, we got the job automatically. So some people will reward that, which is good. I think people should be doing that more, knowing fully well that, because this is us, the generation now, right? When they see that, okay, this person is being rewarded for coming, being punctual to work, to whatever it is, because you must have that ethics. If you don't have it, then that means some people's job, they won't be able to be confident that once it's 8 o'clock. Why? Because you're holding the production to ransom. If they say 10 o'clock and you're coming 12,
Yes.
apparently sometimes all of them, it's not everybody that have access to their own personal camera. They they borrow the camera and all that, and they work with time. So if you've eaten into that time now, it's going to be, it will affect it. That's why most times they have backlogs of
and then when you're now trying to rap late, then it's your fault. Like, oh, I've been here, I need to go home.
Yes.
You won't remember that your call time was 8 and you came at 11 o'clock. You set us back by like 3-4 hours. So if you add that 3-4 hours to, let's say your rap time should have been 9, you add 4 hours to 9, what do you have? 1 a.m. Would you like it if you are still filming at 1 a.m.? Probably not. Then you'll be the first to start complaining. You get, but sometimes it's a two-way street. We've had a situation where, production wants to start early, the actor is there early, for some reason there's delay here and there, drags here and there, and then it's almost close to wrap time and the actor is like, I need to go, I've been here, you people wasted my time.
Yes.
So I feel like those back and forths encourage indiscipline.
Exactly.
Last time you people were not ready, so I'm not ready.
Yes, sit for that. You did it the other time, so this is my turn.
This is my turn. That
Actually,
happens too.
Actually. So what about these awards they give to people? Do they really deserve them? You see them come up with so award every time. Award is always popping up, and sometimes the award they give to people, like, who is this person? So what's let's say like a measuring tip for them to like ascertain that this person wants this award?
I don't know the nitty-gritty of what goes on back door, but I know like the awards that we have, I think the major one we have is the MVCA, right? I used to be biased towards awards because I just felt like some people just come together and give people that are close to or they are cool with awards. But I attended the AMVCA last year, and I would say that the people who won awards actually deserved that award. For instance, this Breath of Life, they were like the winners of last year. They won up to like 6 awards. Though, we can be sentimental and be like, we could have given them 3 now and give other people this thing. But if it's that good, it's that good. There's a film for the Oscars. What's the name? I'm trying to remember the title. Is this Asian lady? I don't know if you ever watched the movie. If I remember the title, I'll tell you. And during the Oscars of 2020, I think that was 2022, and it's,
So do you think they should start any award platform for YouTube movies? YouTube films?
Absolutely.
Because
why are you saying this thing out now? You and I would have just run this thing. Please take that out. Please just cut it out of the record. Let's keep this a secret and start this business. Get it? And it's just awesome that the two look alike.
So you like business, so you like
see,
you like me.
No, but because I've been thinking about it.
Okay.
Now we can't deny the fact that Nolly YouTube is a thing now. It's not just a couple of people who can handle a camera and making skits. This is like, we're seeing our actors, our A-lister there. We're seeing big filmmakers on this platform, and we're seeing them improve. The quality of films on YouTube, even the stories, like wow, why don't we have this in the cinemas, right? So I feel like they should have their own award, section, just to encourage the people there. A lot of the actors on YouTube that I met on YouTube, I've never met them. I've never seen them until I started making YouTube films. And I was like, wow, so there are people like this person is good. Exactly. Why are they not on the big screen? Do you get?
So, well, people don't really rate YouTube film, let's say actors or filmmakers, like, you're not there yet. Sometimes people say something like, if they don't see you on DSTV, you're not yet an actor. If they don't see you in cinema movies, you're not there yet. Is it like they're underrated? They're underrating the YouTube filmmakers' efforts?
Sorry,
so
let me sorry to cut you short. Let me say something there. There was this controversial statement that Biodun Stephen, I think, is it Biodun Stephen? There was a statement they made that was on the internet that YouTube actors, cinema actors, and Netflix actors, and all that. I just feel that it is high time that people understand the fact that actors are actors.
Period.
There is no YouTube. There is no sentiment.
No, because
there is no No, there is no. You can't say, okay, this person is belongs to YouTube. This person. I've seen those YouTube people, the actors, your so-called YouTube actors. They've also featured in cinema movies. They also featured in Netflix movies. So it is bad, and people we really need to do better by not doing this classism.
That's a YouTube actor.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
How will I say? That's a YouTube A-list actor. It's
Yeah.
for YouTube.
It doesn't
So
make
it's
any
for
sense.
cinema.
YouTube is just a streaming
It's just
platform. It's just a streaming platform. Do you watch?
But do you agree
Do you
with
watch
that?
like Asian
Yes.
dramas like K-pop
Yes.
and all of that?
Yeah.
And you know that there's Viki. There are like different like streaming platforms. There are some actors that I've never seen, even like the Asian channels, like never. And you can watch 5 different films on the Asian platform and you meet 5 different people. So they're not actors. What are they? They're actors. They're just on different platforms. That's what it is.
And doesn't mean that they can't feature in those other. If they have the opportunity, they can feature in
They
it
can
as
feature.
well and
But do you
deliver.
agree with me that people don't really rate YouTube filmmakers because they feel they use lower resources to create their movies? Most times they feel, apart from people trying to change the narrative now, they feel they just get a haphazard story, just come up with just something. Someone said, like, oh yeah, bring 500, bring 1 million, let's sorry and do this thing. It doesn't really cost more. I'm like, do you know that these actors, they don't compromise with their money sometimes? So like you pay them, you can't be budgeting maybe 1 million. It's not possible to create a proper movie. So like they just edit anything now. Like yeah, because they'll be like, oh, that's the fastest way to make money. Just get the little you have and quickly create something and just put. So YouTube, they don't really rate it because they think they don't have standards. Netflix will give you like the kind of camera you should use to shoot, this thing you should how you should edit, 8K, 4K, all those words. So they're like, YouTube is not always like that. If you're able to get something and you're able to shout everywhere, people will shout, go and watch and give you your views and you've made your money. So that's why I think people don't rate YouTube filmmakers. So what do you think?
I would like to bring it down to level of skill. The skill set is not the same. It's not the same. Truly, you can find some crew or actors whose skill sets you can say, okay, this person should be on the big screen. And maybe a director from the big screen, a producer from big screen would discover them and be like, I'm going to put you in this, big film we're doing, this big budget film, or maybe not. But I still think it's about skill set. The acting on YouTube, I've gone from seeing like outstanding performances to mediocre performances. Let's not lie. And you that you're serving mediocre, I don't know how you expect to be on big screen. It is what it is. Do you understand? Like, so, but I don't think it's based on Netflix recommendations or because we want a particular recommendation, so standard, or that's why they are on YouTube, or because it's a low budget, that's why we have some actors pinned there. Some actors, that's the only avenue they can showcase themselves. So the ones that are working hard, to me, continue to put in the work. Someday you elevate. Sometimes you might just decide to start your own, but I don't know. I would just put it on skill set.
So what do you think about this new trend now of actors probably who now have the face trying to like start their own channel? Like, okay, after I have the face. So what's like the sustainability for producers like you?
The point is that you can just go ahead and oversaturate the market. You understand? At the end of the day, if you're not doing something outstanding, then you will not be seen. There are many stars in the sky and they're all shining equally. But you can see the moon, right?
Yes.
So you have to try to be the moon in that ocean of stars that's shining in the sky. Otherwise, if you can fizzle out easily. If they want to start their own YouTube channel, obviously, like everyone can start. You don't know what you will do that will be outstanding and will bring attention to you. It's a big market. There is no measure to anything. There is nobody making the rules. So they should go for it. But I just feel like the market can get oversaturated. So if you're going for it, you need to go with all your might and go with something different than what every other person is doing, so you can stand out.
Because I noticed lately that once an actor, probably you are now popular, you have your face, next thing is probably to start your own YouTube channel, and then it'd be like, okay, instead of these producers using me to make money, I rather make it for myself. Since I have the face, it's probably my face I'm using to make this money. So I'm just thinking in my head, so what's the plan for producers who are making these movies? So what do they think is the sustainability? Okay, like you said the sky is big enough for everybody to shine. So you do your thing. If you think you are good or you can do it, open your shop and start selling your own market. More like, so is there a threat to the producers or something, or to the actors?
I don't think it's a threat to producers. As an actor, as long as you still make yourself available to other producers and don't like monopolize your face and be like only on my channel,
Okay.
then I think it's fine. If the person has dreams of telling a particular type of stories, but as an actor, you can't control the stories that producers call you for.
Okay.
But if you have a specific, like a particular kind of story you would like to tell, it might drive you to starting your own channel just so that you can tell your own stories, which is not a bad thing. You understand? But as long as you still make yourself available, not like monopolize yourself, like, and I feel like it's dangerous for an actor to actually do that. Start their own channel and be like, only on my channel. I'm not going to appear on your own page to help you make money. That's dangerous.
I don't think there is any particular actor that would say it's only on his or her own page, because more or less like you're shooting yourself in the leg.
Exactly.
And then I just feel that just study the market, study the industry, know when. I feel when it's time, you will know, but don't be in a rush. Most times people compete, they just feel that, oh, look at my colleague, he get like, I want to do the same thing. And whereas it doesn't work that way. If you don't have a concept or probably an idea on how to go about it, there are a lot of people that have YouTube channel and it's just there because there is no proper planning that, okay, you have to be consistent. The moment you're not consistent, then what's the essence? So that's the reason why someone like me, I'm yet to have a YouTube channel, and I don't intend to have it yet because I'm still observing. I'm still taking my time to study to see what works for me, because what works for her will be different from what is working for me. Our content will be different from mine, and these are the things that I feel they need to put in place and have a proper understanding on.
Yeah, I agree with you too. I agree with you that when it's time, it's time. If you think, okay, it's time for me to start my own channel, it's time for me to start making my own money instead of people making money off me. Because
I can't say because people know me, then I want to, my face is becoming known, I want to create a YouTube channel.
Because I think that's the trend. I've seen a whole lot of YouTube channels, and they just want to start something. They're like, by the time I call one or two people. But the thing there is they forget that it takes a whole lot to produce a movie and to sustain it. Consistency
is the key. Most times they start it, they don't have that consistency to finish it. They will just do it. You see them the beginning, they are is bubbling. At some point you just see that there's nothing.
Because I've seen an actor that dropped a movie and got how many subscribers, how many K subscribers. I'm like, oh, okay, nice. But after then he went down again. I'm like, okay.
Good competition is good to drive excellent work, but not toxic competition. So there seems to be toxic competition.
Toxic competition
makes no sense. Yes, it makes no sense. Toxic competition. That's what we get.
How do people start competing toxically or something?
I feel like it's the general mentality of the audience. They have this, you need to pull someone down to rise someone up, and we don't have to do that. For instance, that's what I'm saying. The audience are part of it. For instance, when Femi Adekany's film came out, the Everybody Loves Jennifer. Then at the same time, we had 7 Doors on Netflix, right? 7 Doors is a completely different story and genre from Femi Adekany's story. And then on TikTok, some people were somehow trying to compete these two films. If this 7 Doors was in the cinema, it's a rival. It didn't make any sense to me. Funke made a fantastic film. Everybody loved Jennifer. If you understand the franchise, she's stuck within the premise of what that story is. It's a comedy, and she's, she did a very good film. The picture quality, sound quality, the set, everything was fantastic. Seven Door is an amazing film too. It has its own area. So trying to pit them together is not good. And we do that a lot, maybe as viewers. We just start, and then you when you start doing that, you belittle the efforts of these producers. There is only competing.
Yeah.
Just praise them. This is fantastic. So other producers, when you want to look up to the other person, it's like, I want to make a comedy, but you see what Funke did. I want to try and see if I can, take from that energy and, give that level of work. Then anyone that is doing films like the Seven Door kind of epic film will look at it and say, wow, story treatment, I will carry this on my head. That is what it should be, to inspire, not to compete.
But I feel it's the audience or the fans, like you said, that are making it to be a bit toxic. By the time they start comparing Femi Adekanye now with some other person, maybe one way or the other, you will come across those comments.
Yeah, should everybody be making films like Seven
I'm
Doors?
not doing well. I'm not doing one way or the other. It gets to the
I don't
head.
think it is all actors that go with the mentality of, okay, they are praising one person more than me. I'm speaking for myself, right?
Are you sure?
I'm speaking for myself, right?
Okay.
For someone like me, right? If I see that they are, are praising somebody else, another actor, I don't feel bad about it. Or probably I do a particular role, maybe a romantic role, and then another person, end up doing something totally different. And people are now trying to, I don't think it will be a bad thing for me to start having that. I don't think it's wrong enough for me to start saying it like, oh, okay, probably I could have done it in this other way. I learn from people. If I see an actor, if he does something and I like what he's doing, right? I have never in my head think that, oh, this person, why is he doing it? Okay, let me do something so that people will start talking about me more than him. I don't have problem. I don't have business with him. He is doing his own thing, but I can learn from him rather than me now saying it like, no, why is this guy? This guy is better than me. Once you have that mentality and you're thinking that way, then my dear, it's a matter of time.
Yeah, actually, I just feel in the industry we should learn to support ourselves morally,
Exactly.
support ourselves the best way we can. We cannot do it alone. We can't entertain the whole world alone. Like one person's movie cannot entertain like millions of people out there looking for content to watch. So we all can actually serve, and everybody will be fine. So please, let's not make it a toxic place for everybody, like the actors, the producers, we the audience. Trust me, we don't have anything to lose. I mean, the fans, the audience watching the movie, because I'm sitting as an audience right now, talking to them, the actor and the crew. We don't have anything to lose, because by the time we like try to put two heads together, they just want to see fights. They just want to see trends
and drama.
Vlog. They just want to see drama. So I feel actors shouldn't take this to heart. Shouldn't take all those comments to heart. Just try to like sieve out some, take the good one and sieve out the rest and get going. So that's just it. Alright, so thank you guys for joining us again in this amazing episode of Bear the Truth. I know you guys must have seen Susan, my twin, in the previous episode where we
introduce ourselves to the world.
Like when we had a proper introduction. So Susan is a producer, and here is Femi. So thank you so much, guys, for coming. I really appreciate your time once again. Thank you so much for always coming, because this is not the first time, it's like the second time. Thank you so much for supporting the brand.
Thank you, BTT, for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much. All right, guys, please go and subscribe to our channel, like, share, and drop your comments. How do you find this conversation? Me, I had fun. I learned a lot as well. So let's have them in the comment section. Thank you, and have a wonderful time. Bye.